In the beginning, when the world was still young, and the mountains were untouched by man, the heavens gazed upon the earth, and from the heights of Mount Hermon they descended. 200 in number, the watchers, holy angels, sent to observe, not to interfere. But what they saw awakened a forbidden desire. The daughters of men were beautiful, and the watchers, meant to be guardians, chose to become gods. Swearing an oath together, they sealed their fate and crossed the divine boundary. The world would never be the same again. They took wives for themselves, each choosing whom they desired. And from this unnatural union, giants were born, mighty beings of great strength and insatiable hunger. The Nephilim. At first, they were celebrated as heroes and kings, but their appetites knew no limits. They devoured the labor of men, then turned upon mankind itself. Blood soaked the earth, violence spread like a plague, and the cries of humanity reached the heavens. What was once a paradise had become a kingdom of chaos. The Watchers had unleashed something they could not control, but their sins did not end with the Nephilim. The Watchers taught mankind the secrets of heaven. Azazel revealed the art of war, how to forge swords and fashion armor. Women learned the arts of seduction, enchantments, and cosmetics. Men learned sorcery, astrology, the signs of the stars, forbidden knowledge that darkened the soul and corrupted the earth, magic, vanity, lust, and blood. The world began to rot from within, and the balance set by the Creator was shattered. Heaven watched in silence, but not for long. Then came the voices from above, angels of judgment, sent to observe the damage. The Most High, enraged by what had been done, summoned his messengers, Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel, and Michael. Their orders were clear. Bind Azazel, and cast him into the desert, burying him under sharp stones. Destroy the Nephilim, setting them against each other in a great war. Cleanse the earth of their corruption. And as for the Watchers, their time was ending. Judgment would fall like lightning from the throne of heaven. Enoch, the seventh from Adam, was chosen to be the witness, a man of righteousness in an age of darkness. He was taken by angels to the highest heavens. There he stood before the glory of God and beheld the secrets of time, creation, and judgment. The Watchers, now imprisoned and trembling, begged Enoch to plead for them. They could no longer speak to God. But when Enoch returned with heaven's answer, it was silence. Their petition was denied. The Watchers would remain bound until the end of all things. The giants began to die, not by the hand of man, but by the will of heaven. Plagues, drought, and war consumed them. Their spirits, however, did not return to the Father. Twisted by their origins, they remained on the earth, wandering, malevolent, the unclean spirits, demons. And so the earth, scarred by their violence, became haunted by their presence. They whisper still, from shadows and deserts, feeding on fear, tormenting mankind, remnants of a forgotten age, waiting for the final judgment. As the world began to heal, Enoch was once again taken into the heavens. He beheld the place where the Watchers were bound, dark, deep, and filled with fire. There they awaited the great day of judgment, when the Son of Man would rise to judge the kings of the earth, the angels of rebellion, and the souls of the wicked. Enoch saw the tree of life, the rivers of fire, and the books of heaven. The destiny of nations was written before his eyes, and he knew that what had begun on Mount Hermon would echo until the end of time. But the Watchers' influence did not vanish. Their teachings lived on in secret texts, ancient cults, and forbidden knowledge. Babylon, Egypt, Greece inherited fragments of the old world. Men built towers to reach the heavens, seeking the power of the gods. The Nephilim became myths, titans, demigods, heroes of legend. Yet behind every tale, a whisper of truth remained. The world forgot, but heaven did not. The countdown to final justice had already begun, and in the final days, Enoch prophesied, the Watchers would rise once more, not in body, but through deceit, technology, and power. A world like the days of Noah, filled with corruption, pride, and rebellion. The spirits of the Nephilim, the fallen ones, would stir again. And on Themore, mankind would seek knowledge that belongs only to God. The signs would be plagues, the stars falling from the sky. And then the Son of Man would appear, not as a lamb, but as a lion. Fire will fall from heaven. The thrones of kings will shatter. The watchers will be dragged from their prisons and judged before the great white throne. Their end is written. Their fate is sealed. The Nephilim, the demons, the false gods, all will be cast into the abyss, and the earth will be cleansed. Enoch saw it all. A new heaven, a new earth. The tree of life blooming again, peace restored, and the voice of the Almighty saying, "Behold, I make all things new." The story of the Watchers is not a myth. It is a warning.